If you wake up every night at 2 or 3 a.m. to urinate, I need you to hear this clearly. That is not normal. And it's not just because you're getting older. In fact, your body is not failing. It's warning you. Most people blame their bladder. Men blame their prostate. Others think, I just drank too much water, so they cut fluids, take medications, or simply accept it as part of aging. But what if I told you that waking up to pee at night is often a sign that your hormones are out of balance, that your kidneys are losing control of fluid regulation, and that your metabolism may already be shifting in a dangerous direction? This isn't just about sleep disruption. Chronic nighttime urination is linked to poor deep sleep, increased stress hormones, higher blood sugar, and long-term cardiovascular strain. And here's the shocking part. The real root cause is usually something almost nobody talks about. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening inside your body and how to fix it naturally at the source. Let's start by clearing something up. Nighttime urination is almost never just a bladder problem. Yet most treatments focus exactly there. You're told your bladder is overactive. Men are told their prostate is enlarged. So what happens? Medications that relax the bladder, drugs that shrink the prostate, advice to just drink less water at night. That's symptom management. And here's the problem. When you only treat the bladder, but the bladder isn't the true cause, the cycle continues. Your body produces a hormone called ADH, antidiuretic hormone. Its job is simple but critical. At night, it tells your kidneys to hold on to water so you don't produce large amounts of urine while you sleep. In a healthy system, ADH rises in the evening. That's why children can sleep 8 to 10 hours without waking to urinate. So why does this mechanism fail? The root issue is often not the bladder. It's a disruption in your hormonal signaling and metabolic balance. As we age, or as we develop insulin resistance, chronic stress, or electrolyte imbalance, ADH signaling becomes weaker. Your kidneys stop concentrating urine properly. Instead of conserving fluid at night, they keep filtering and releasing it. That means your bladder fills and fills and fills until it wakes you up. But it goes deeper. Many people who wake at night to urinate also have subtle blood sugar instability. When insulin resistance develops, glucose stays elevated in the bloodstream longer. The kidneys act as a safety valve. Excess glucose pulls water with it into the urine. This is called osmotic diuresis. Even mild elevations, not necessarily diabetes, can increase nighttime urination. Add to that another hidden factor, mineral imbalance, low potassium, high sodium, chronic dehydration during the day, followed by late-night fluid intake. Caffeine, alcohol, these all interfere with proper fluid regulation and ADH release. And here's what most people never hear. When you repeatedly wake up at night, your deep sleep gets fragmented. That increases cortisol, your stress hormone. Elevated cortisol further disrupts blood sugar control and hormonal rhythms. So the cycle reinforces itself. You wake up to urinate. Your sleep breaks. Your stress hormones rise. Your blood sugar control worsens. And the next night it happens again. This is why simply cutting water at night doesn't solve the problem. The real root cause is a breakdown in hormonal regulation, metabolic signaling, and fluid electrolyte balance. Until you fix that foundation, the symptom will keep coming back. Now let's break this down in a way that actually makes sense. Think of your body as a smart water management system. During the day, your kidneys filter your blood nonstop. They remove waste, balance minerals, and regulate fluid levels. But at night, something special is supposed to happen. Your brain increases production of ADH, antidiuretic hormone. This hormone tells your kidneys, slow down, reabsorb more water, we're sleeping. When ADH works properly, your urine becomes more concentrated, and you produce much less of it. That's why healthy teenagers can sleep straight through the night without needing the bathroom. But here's where things start to break. ADH is released from the brain, specifically from the hypothalamus and posterior pituitary. Its release depends on several signals: blood concentration, osmolality, blood volume, sodium levels, stress hormones, blood sugar stability. If any of these signals are chronically disrupted, ADH secretion becomes blunted or mistimed. Now let's talk about insulin resistance, because this is one of the hidden drivers. When you eat carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises. Insulin's job is to move that sugar into your cells. But when your cells become resistant to insulin, glucose lingers in the bloodstream longer than it should. Your kidneys don't like excess glucose in the blood. So once levels cross a certain threshold, they start excreting it into the urine. And here's the key: glucose pulls water with it. Imagine pouring sugar onto a wet surface. It attracts moisture. The same thing happens in your kidneys. This process, called osmotic diuresis, increases urine production. Even mild, repeated blood sugar spikes, not full-blown diabetes, can trigger this effect. Now combine that with another factor: electrolyte imbalance. Sodium and potassium act like electrical conductors in your body. They regulate fluid movement across cell membranes. When sodium intake is chronically high and potassium intake is low, which is extremely common in modern diets, fluid regulation becomes inefficient. Instead of holding fluid inside cells during the day, your body may shift it into the bloodstream at night when you lie down. That sudden redistribution increases kidney filtration and urine production. There's also the role of cortisol. When you wake up repeatedly, your stress system activates. Cortisol rises. Elevated cortisol interferes with insulin sensitivity and also disrupts the normal circadian rhythm of ADH release. So the very act of waking up makes the next episode more likely. And then there's alcohol and caffeine. Alcohol directly suppresses ADH production. That's why people urinate more after drinking. Caffeine increases kidney blood flow and acts as a mild diuretic. If consumed late in the day, both can sabotage nighttime fluid control. So what you're seeing at 2 a.m. is not random. It's the result of hormonal mistiming, metabolic stress, electrolyte imbalance, circadian disruption. Your bladder is simply the messenger. The real story is happening in your brain, kidneys, blood sugar system, and mineral balance. Once you understand that, you stop blaming the symptom and start fixing the mechanism. Now let's talk about what you can actually do starting tonight, because once you correct the mechanism, the symptom often improves naturally. Number 1, stabilize your blood sugar, especially at dinner. Your evening meal sets the tone for the entire night. Avoid high glycemic carbohydrates late in the day: white rice, bread, sweets, sugary snacks, sweet drinks. These spike glucose and increase nighttime urine production. Instead, build dinner around protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Think eggs, fish, chicken, leafy greens, avocado, olive oil. This keeps insulin stable and reduces osmotic diuresis overnight. Number 2, increase potassium-rich foods. Most people consume too much sodium and not enough potassium. Potassium helps regulate intracellular fluid balance and supports proper kidney signaling. Add foods like spinach, mushrooms, salmon, avocado, pumpkin seeds, and beans. When potassium improves, fluid regulation becomes more stable. Number 3, hydrate earlier, not later. Don't make the mistake of restricting water all day and then drinking heavily at night. Front-load hydration in the morning and early afternoon. Gradually taper fluid intake after dinner. Your body needs consistent hydration to regulate ADH properly. Number 4, eliminate late caffeine and alcohol. Caffeine after early afternoon can disrupt kidney filtration and sleep architecture. Alcohol directly suppresses ADH and fragments deep sleep. If you're waking nightly, remove both for at least 2 to 3 weeks and observe the difference. Number 5, support deep sleep. Remember, fragmented sleep raises cortisol, which worsens the cycle. Create a consistent sleep window. Dim lights 1 to 2 hours before bed. Avoid screens late at night. Keep your room cool and dark. Deep sleep restores hormonal rhythm, including ADH timing. Number 6, improve insulin sensitivity long term. This is foundational. Walk 10 to 20 minutes after dinner. Build muscle through resistance training 2 to 3 times per week. Muscle acts like a glucose sponge. The more muscle you have, the better your blood sugar control. Number 7, monitor patterns. Notice whether high-carb meals, alcohol, or stress-heavy days correlate with worse nighttime urination. Your body gives feedback. Pay attention to it. Most people try to silence the symptom, but when you rebalance blood sugar, electrolytes, hydration timing, and sleep rhythm, the body often corrects itself. You're not fighting your bladder, you're restoring regulation. If you found this helpful, then you need to understand the next piece of the puzzle: insulin resistance and silent blood sugar instability. Because nighttime urination is often just the early warning sign, long before diabetes is diagnosed, your body starts whispering through disrupted sleep, fatigue, and metabolic changes. In the next video, I'll break down the hidden signs of insulin resistance most people ignore and how to reverse it naturally. Click on that video now. Your sleep and your long-term health may depend on it.